Hello Warriors, this is Mars, and welcome back to another Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord video. So, this video, or this situation, we're fighting against Vlandia, and since Kiaz has pretty much been passed around like a drunk chick at a party, I decide to be the nice guy, and wanting to protect Kiaz and prevent the Vlandians from getting any more land. Since if we can keep them out of the Asteroid Desert, they won't pretty much be able to push in anywhere. They always have to come from like and try and take Kiev, so they wouldn't have a foothold. So, two birds, one stone. I get to test and see how well the rebels can actually repel an attack, and I can also keep the Vlandians out of their territory. Because if you play the game long enough, you know for a fact that rebel factions are like a footnote. It's basically free real estate. So I just set up all my kit and set up my companion's kit so we'll be ready for the incursion. But things don't necessarily go as planned. I wasn't really expecting what happened to happen. I'm going to try and keep the commentary as short as possible and just let the gameplay show itself. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video, and I will chime in throughout most of the video. I hope you enjoy it. So I don't do ambushes very often, but I know how important they are, so I'm still kind of like finicky with a lot of the functions. So I learned a little bit late that you don't necessarily need to make everyone charge, because if everyone charges, no one is going to break any siege equipment. I noticed that from just looking at footage. So pretty much put the cavalry in just a bit further back so they could throw javelins and push the knights backwards, and since I didn't give any of the other soldiers a command yet, they're breaking the siege equipment and I'm helping them break it. So always remember to let the commands be delegated. Don't tell them all to charge or they won't break any siege equipment. Some of them can charge, but not all of them. So the ambush was successful. We destroyed the battering ram. I'm feeling pretty good about the situation. Although that the rebels of Kiaz are like basically tier 1 and tier 2 troops, I can use them effectively, especially if I can use the archers to keep them off the wall. But we ain't got tier 1 or tier 2 troops. It's only my elite troops that I brought with me. No one else is coming. No one is coming to defend their own keep. I'm literally defending someone else's keep. And what's worse is I don't get any loot from helping them. I don't even get any influence from helping them. So it's like I'm wasting my time here. That's the worst thing about helping a rebel faction. Remember how I made that analogy about the drunk chick at a party and trying to be a nice guy? Fuck that shit. She don't want to be saved. All the consequences that have led us to this boiling point is all her fault. Don't be foolish enough to try and help them out. They want this. Rebel factions need to be absolutely obliterated anytime you see them. Do not let them become vassals, because they're worthless. They're absolutely 100% worthless. In these circumstances, elite troops handled it really, really well, especially the shielded infantry. If it wasn't for the shielded infantry, I'm not sure if we would have made it. Obviously, the palace guards and the line breakers and the heavy Sturgian axemen did a lot of work here. It would not have been possible without them.
Look at them run!
50 people went down, no relief force. It's not even saying we get any loot either. So what'll happen is, you ambush and try and help a rebel faction. After your ambush, they won't fight. They won't fight at all. They won't even be there. You're gonna do the legwork, which is retarded, right? And then it's saying we're not gonna get any loot from this. I might turn around and siege these guys when I'm done.
So in the final synopsis, I kind of decided I'm just going to do ambushes anyway, because I kind of thought, if I decide to go ahead and wait it out and allow the rebels to fight, they might break. They might rout instantly the second the gate goes down. And it looked like the Vlandians pretty much had tier 4, tier 5, and tier 6 troops. So I didn't feel like it was necessary to allow them to fight, because they would have let them walk right in. And then I kind of realized maybe ambush is the best opportunity, because I'm only going to have maybe 20 troops, because they have way more in their garrison and way more militia than I do. So ambush was the best solution no matter what, if you had to do something like this. I'd say one of the most important things is reducing loss of life if you're ever in this situation. You can't go down, and your most important warriors cannot go down. I'd say that goes for any siege, but it's double that when you just don't have a huge number of troops available. And the other thing is, I feel like I would have been much better off if I didn't have a relief force and if all my soldiers were just available. I really wish that were an option on console, but it just doesn't seem like that's the case. And it's so much harder to actually defend when you can't have all of your troops available at once. I understand you don't have a relief force, but I mean, if we're all in the keep together, I'm not really worried about having a relief force. I'd rather be at my strongest right away, because if I'm at my strongest, I can defend much better than than the alternative. Because I was terrified the whole time, because if the walls got breached or if the gate got breached, that's it. We're starting over from scratch. And I really did not want that to happen.
Take this before I get shot in the face.
Like, it's really crazy to think about it. Like, you have like here I have like 130 troops still available. I lost 30 in the fight, and the ones that were wounded are barely alive now, trying to help defend the keep. And then there's like 400 people inside the garrison that are just shitting themselves because they're just not in the fight because we ambushed. So we don't have any more additional help. It's just ridiculous. And I feel like that certainly needs to change, because it just does not make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
There's more arrows. Arrows, please. Hey man, start shooting whenever you feel like it. You don't have to look at them. Why is the gate open? Close the goddamn gate! Close that gate now! Close it! Gate's fucking wide open. Oh, they closed this. Bro, I can't close. I don't own the keep, so I can't close it. I'm never helping a rebel faction again, bro. It's not gonna happen. It's just not. Yeah, I don't own the keep, so I can't close the gate. They didn't close it because they didn't want to. They didn't close it because they couldn't. Oh wow, they killed a lot of people.
So this is pretty much what you'll expect if you ever decide to help a rebel faction. Now this was completely situational. I hope that wasn't too loud. I'm back away from the mic. I hope you guys will never be in that situation, but since I was in it, I thought it was pretty interesting to share. But I don't ever plan on doing this again. If I'm ever in this situation again, I'm probably just going to siege to keep myself. Well, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and thanks again for watching. Keep on slaying warriors.
There's
Peace.
no friendly armies that have pulled up. Or y'all better win. Better, oh shit. Alright, bet. They ain't do shit no way. Never join a rebel, well, never help a rebel faction.